The loudest voice in the room is always the weakest mind in the room. Welcome to Dark Stoic. Today, we explore why the quiet ones always win in the end, and why your silence is the most dangerous weapon you will ever possess. You have been taught a lie since childhood. They told you to speak up, to make yourself heard, to fight for attention in every room you enter. And you believe them. You exhausted yourself competing with fools, screaming into the void, while the truly powerful sat back and watched you burn your energy on nothing. The quiet ones were never shy. They were never weak. They were studying. They were calculating. They were waiting for the exact moment you would destroy yourself. And you did, every single time. Marcus Aurelius wrote from his tent during the bloodiest campaigns Rome ever fought. He commanded legions, crushed rebellions, and held an empire together through plague and war. Yet his words were measured. His voice was controlled. He understood that true power does not announce itself. It simply acts. He wrote, "The object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane." The loud ones are the insane ones. They chase approval like dogs chasing carriages, barking endlessly at things they will never catch. You see, silence is not the absence of power. Silence is the concentration of power. When you speak less, every word carries weight. When you react less, every action becomes deliberate. The quiet ones understand that attention is currency, and they refuse to spend it on those who have not earned it. They walk through chaos without flinching. They endure insults without responding. Not because they cannot fight, but because they know which battles deserve their energy. Seneca observed the Roman elite destroying themselves through constant noise, constant positioning, constant performance. He wrote, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." The loud ones suffer constantly because they imagine threats everywhere. They imagine competition in every corner. They imagine that silence means defeat. So they fill every space with noise, hoping to drown out their own insecurity. But the quiet ones sit with their thoughts. They face their fears directly. They do not need external validation because they have found internal peace. You think people respect confidence. You are wrong. People respect control. The loud man shows you everything he has in the first 5 minutes. His fears, his insecurities, his desperate need to be seen. But you, the quiet one, you remain a mystery. And mystery terrifies people. They cannot manipulate what they do not understand. They cannot attack what they cannot predict. Your silence is not emptiness. Your silence is a fortress with walls they will never breach. Let them talk. Let them assume. While they waste time trying to figure you out, you are already 3 moves ahead. Epictetus was born a slave. He was beaten, broken, and treated as property. Yet he became one of the most influential philosophers in history. How? He mastered his inner world while others tried to control the outer world. He taught, "It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." The quiet ones do not react. They respond. There is a profound difference. Reaction is emotional, immediate, uncontrolled. Response is calculated, patient, devastating. When you master this distinction, you become untouchable. History proves this pattern repeatedly. The generals who won wars were not the ones shouting orders from safe distances. They were the ones studying maps in silence, calculating probabilities, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. The leaders who built empires were not the ones making grand speeches at every opportunity. They were the ones listening, observing, learning the weaknesses of their enemies while revealing nothing of their own. Think about every person who has betrayed you, every friend who turned enemy, every partner who abandoned you. They all had one thing in common. They underestimated you. They mistook your silence for weakness. They thought your calm demeanor meant you would not act when necessary. And when you finally moved, when you finally unleashed what you had been holding back, they were destroyed by the very person they dismissed. The quiet ones remember everything. They forgive strategically. They forget nothing. You are tired of explaining yourself. Good. Stop explaining. The moment you justify your silence, you give power to those demanding an explanation. They want you to talk because your words become weapons they use against you. Your opinions become targets. Your plans become vulnerabilities. But your silence is impenetrable. Let them call you cold. Let them call you distant. Let them create stories about who you are. Every wrong assumption they make is another advantage you hold. The quiet ones do not correct misconceptions. They profit from them. Marcus Aurelius faced assassination plots, rebellions, and a crumbling empire. Lesser men would have raged, would have executed enemies publicly, would have made examples through violence and spectacle. But Marcus understood something deeper. He wrote, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." The quiet ones do not seek revenge through noise. They seek revenge through success. They let their results speak while their mouths remain closed. They build in silence and let their achievements create thunder. Your path forward is clear now. Stop announcing your intentions. Stop sharing your plans with those who have not proven their loyalty. Stop wasting your energy on arguments you have already won in your mind. The world will adjust to your silence. At first, they will question it. Then they will respect it. Finally, they will fear it. Because a person who does not need to speak is a person who knows something others do not. Seneca spent years advising emperors, accumulating wisdom through observation rather than participation in the chaos around him. He recognized that most human suffering comes from excessive engagement with things that do not matter. He wrote, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." The quiet ones live in the present. They are not rehearsing future arguments. They are not replaying past failures. They exist fully in each moment, gathering information, building strength, preparing for battles that may never come but will be won if they do. The loud ones will burn out. They always do. Their energy is finite because it flows outward constantly, seeking validation that never satisfies, seeking attention that never fulfills. But you, the quiet one, you draw energy inward. You regenerate in silence. You grow stronger while they grow weaker. Time is your ally because patience is your weapon. Every day that passes, the gap between you and them widens. They age through exhaustion. You mature through discipline. Epictetus taught that freedom is not found in controlling external circumstances, but in mastering internal responses. He said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." The quiet ones are the only truly free people in this world. They are not enslaved to the opinions of others. They are not chained to the need for approval. They move through life with a sovereignty that the loud ones will never understand and will always envy. So tonight, when you lie in darkness, embrace the silence that others fear. Let it fill you with the power they desperately seek through noise. Understand that every word you do not speak is a weapon you keep sheathed for a more worthy battle. The world belongs to those who watch, who wait, who strike only when victory is certain. The quiet ones always win in the end because they play a longer game, fight on different battlefields, and understand that true power needs no announcement. That's all for today. Stay dark. Stay stoic. See you in the next one.